So we are going to work with weighted contour lines. In weighted contour lines, we're going to make sure we use a pencil, okay? And this pencil is a little bit higher quality than the plain number 2 pencil. It's a 2HB, so the lead is a little soft. My students have one of these pencils in their art packets. And you can see this is a drawing from previous years, and it's several flowers put together. This is a branch that comes down and some leaves. And you can see that this is a weighted contour drawing because the lines are thick and dark in some areas, thick and dark. And then in some areas, they're almost non-existent. They're so light, and you're so gentle with how you make that mark on your paper that the light becomes almost transparent, or it is transparent, and in some cases even non-existent or implied. So we've got a lot of value in here, which makes some of the objects come forward visually and some objects become far away, and it also gives your eye somewhere to focus. Okay, so sketchbook assignment number 9 is to draw a food item, and I'm at school, so I don't have a lot of food items. However, I do have this tasty bowl of sliced peaches that I'm gonna eat for my lunch. So we'll get started with drawing that. So you want to write at the top what you're drawing. So this is a sketchbook, and that's weighted contour. And number 9, and it's a food item. Okay. All right, so let's get going with the drawing. In this drawing, it is okay if you occasionally lift your pencil up, but we're going to try and limit how much we lift our pencil up. Okay, so I'm going to just find a point that sticks out to me the most. And the nice thing about doing these peaches is that I cut around the pit, or actually I didn't necessarily cut around the pit, but there was a pit, the peach pit, okay? And I sliced my peaches, and then they just fell away from that peach pit. So you know they're gonna be good, they're gonna be nice and soft. And so as they fell away from that, and you can go back and redraw if you found a line that you don't necessarily like. We're really gonna try and make sure on this drawing there's going to be overlapping where you're going to connect with other areas. And this is weighted contours, so don't forget to add that extra weight in here. So as I was saying about the peach pit, that's going to give my work some areas to have some more variety and texture. Really trying to still hold on to that idea that it is a continuous, but I am going to occasionally lift my pencil. So I have, this is in a container. I'm going to go ahead and draw that container. Oops, my easel's moving on me a little bit. So you might be asking yourself, well, when do I add pressure? When do I not add a lot of pressure? Well, that's going to be kind of up to you. If you find something really interesting in your drawing that you think you want to bring focus to, make it darker. And then make sure you're having variety in these drawings. I'm going to go lighter in the background because I don't want to necessarily bring focus to the background area. Okay, bring it down here. Now my perspective is going to look a little bit different from the camera perspective because that's just how it works. Your eye perspective is always going to be a little bit different. There's a little marks in here. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here. There's another line for that container. Comes around, that'll help make that container look more three-dimensional. So it comes behind this other piece. Got one right here, it's kind of interesting, it comes out. Some extra lines in here for where I have my color separations. Remember that contour lines can also represent lights and darks. Okay, so I am finished with this weighted contour, practice weighted contour drawing of my peaches.